Well, let's go
he's
see.
got some pipe for us.
Oh, yeah, for us.
Yeah, must be.
Let's find out. Suppose that pipe's for us, Donnie?
I bet it is. Look, he's got a roof support package. Man,
What a good guy.
what a nice guy.
New saw
New
horses.
sawhorses to go with it. Wow.
Ha,
Where the
we
hell
caught
are
him.
you, for Christ's
We caught him napping.
I thought.
Couldn't get some paperwork.
Well, I thought
What type of paperwork? The rolled?
Yeah.
Rolled or flat?
I was on the scrolls.
Wayne said he's taking care of paperwork.
Yeah.
He was on
the
the
toilet.
He was on the scrolls.
Yeah. Hey, I see you got a roof support package for our new camp.
Yeah,
And you got
go ahead,
sawhorses
take 'em.
made and everything.
We saw the pipe over here.
That's for camp 2.
Oh. Hey, I wanted to tell you before I forget it. You asked me one time for if I had a track.
Yep.
Well, I do have like a 10-foot section of a track you would use on a barn door
Yep.
track. It's like a U-shaped
Yep.
piece.
Okay.
That you put rollers inside it.
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, now I was looking for a track for this whole hay trolley
Oh, the old, oh.
that was in Dad's barn.
Oh, okay. Well, there is one
Oh,
down
that's
to,
pretty cool.
Yeah. I'd like to hang it in here and then so we can hang deer off in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
that'd be
one,
awesome.
I do know there's one down
Keene?
in the barn down to Keene.
Well, I know, but I don't know if I want to go in the barn.
No.
You're older than I am, so why don't you go in?
And then I heard Darryl Flagg bought the whole business.
He bought all the land.
field,
Yeah, the land out back.
but I heard he bought the house and everything.
I don't know that.
I don't either, but that's
I know
just
the guy
hearsay.
would know.
Yeah.
I'll be with him in 4 or 5 hours. We're headed to camp.
Are you?
Yeah, but, well, you must have just met Ryan with,
No?
We missed him.
with us. We went up to get fuel because he had a trailer on with metal. We've been over to the
Huh,
Amish.
I didn't see
Been
him.
over and see Eli.
Huh.
Have
So-
you started the camp up there?
Oh yeah, we got it all up and roof. It's got nice washing on the roof.
So we're coming over to see Wayne because we got to pick up a couple nail guns, and I wanted to see which ones to get because there's so darn many of these things.
I had an old Paslow.
I got 2 right there. I picked out of a load of trash. I was dropped my dump trailer off from people cleaning out a house. The 2 pass loads, this Bosch hammer drill,
Wow.
Wow.
the pitching
That's
machine,
nice.
the pitching machine.
Oh, jeez. What dump was this?
No, it was here in Jefferson, the people cleaning out the house.
Oh, wow.
That Makita table saw.
Yeah?
Look at this thing. Does the pitching machine work?
Yes.
No kidding.
Well, Ryan saw the balls in the bottom of the tray.
Yeah.
And he's like, those are pitching machine balls and they're expensive, he said. So we got rummaging around and we found the pitching machine.
Oh, wow.
Is this the one you like though?
I don't like it because I can't like it, but it worked good.
Well, we got a big strong guy.
Yeah, Donnie.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Stevie's pretty rugged. Because they make so darn many of these nail guns now. It's getting hard to keep up.
So these are, this one takes the pass load nails.
Oh, it does, okay.
Yep. So they're pretty, they're
Oh, nice.
just, but the problem is, heft it.
Oh,
It's all right if you're doing on the floor.
Yeah.
But it's when you're up over your head.
Yeah.
And that's the framing one?
Yep.
The framing one we usually do.
Well, no,
Yeah.
put the walls together down
Yeah.
here, but you know, doing
Right,
window,
doing
framing
up
out
over.
windows.
Yeah.
Is it real bad, Donnie?
It's,
Well, it
it's
is.
heavy, but
It is.
Yeah, it's got a little weight to it.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you're up here all day.
But it's good to have the weight because you don't get the recoil.
Yeah,
on
it do, yeah, no, it works. It works.
You know,
It works great.
the old Paslow, they had the tubes of CO2
Yep,
or whatever.
You can still get it.
And, it wasn't as heavy as this. It didn't feel as heavy as this.
No.
But, I mean, that's got a lot of power.
Would
to
you
it.
use that one for 8 penny too, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, everything.
Should we get a should we get one for V matching and?
The finish gun?
Yeah.
We have a finish one and we don't really like it, but they've changed the tip on them.
Okay.
So when you go to, they work better. It's got a better tip. It's more like the pass load finish gun.
Yeah.
What was this, like the original first one they ever made?
Oh, yes. Those things are old. They're almost as old as you, Joe. Yeah, see, here's the finish gun. See, this one's got a nice tip on it
Yeah.
for doing V-match because it'll fit
Okay.
right in a groove.
Yeah.
And they don't weigh nothing. There's no
Oh my
battery.
God, oh wow, there's nothing to it.
Was it just plastic? Oh yeah.
Well, you gotta add a battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't weigh a lot.
So those still take the old
seal-
cartridge,
Yep.
the tubes?
Yep, CO2 cartridge.
Yeah.
But no, we needed to make.
I mean, where you have all Milwaukee
Yeah.
tools, I mean.
I got
it
a
makes
ton of
sense.
batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know which one to get because
Yeah.
they got so darn many of these things.
One of them, the nails are on a plastic clip,
Okay.
and you don't want that one because you have to wear safety glasses all the time because it shoots shards of plastic.
Oh, jeez.
Are always coming off.
Okay, so this is a paper.
But this is paper. These
Yeah.
are just regular pass loads,
Yeah.
which are available all over the,
Right.
And then of course, it's got an adjustable tip. So if you're doing, we'll say, dry hemlock.
Yeah. What about
Yeah.
half dry hemlock?
Yeah.
Ain't quite
So
dry.
I guess
Pretty wet.
the nail gun's going to feel pretty light compared to the hemlock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
right, yeah.
You know, it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
really
get
matter.
muscled into it.
Yeah. So,
What's this moose rack over here?
oh, somebody gave that to Ryan. He's gonna put it on his camp up north.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty sweet.
Shot in velvet. The velvet.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Still.
I don't think I've ever seen one in velvet like that. Is he gonna clean it up or leave the
Yeah, no,
velvet?
he's gonna clean it up, and take it up to his camp.
Ah,
That's a pretty one.
yeah, that's a nice.
Yeah, corker. I like that guard you got on that saw.
That saw, I'm gonna say, might have been my grandfather's.
Oh, no kidding.
My mother gave that to me a while back, and that's the only thing I can think of it because my grandfather was pretty. He liked things neat and orderly and sharp.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a wood
They
guy?
carry that over their
yeah,
shoulder.
it's a piece of wood. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They carry those like over their shoulder with the blade obviously pointing
Oh,
out.
right. Oh, I'm sure that the old guys used to cut themselves all the time.
Jeez, I know it.
Yeah,
Um,
wow.
now we need a house clean. The shop is a disaster.
Well, we can help you. We'll load these right in.
Yeah.
Get these out of the
Well, you
way.
should have been over here earlier. Would have built you some. We just built them. We just built them this morning.
Oh,
But no, that gun works the.
Okay.
Say, it's the better of.
Yeah, I'll pick up at least one of those.
Yeah.
Is this something I need? I haven't bought one of these yet. Is that something I'd use enough to buy or?
No.
Okay.
Because if you need one, you come to Wayne. I got
Okay.
2 of them.
All right.
What the hell is it?
It's a cutoff tool for
Like
cutting,
oscillating or?
Oh,
like for doing cutting baseboard off or anything.
oh, I see.
You can get them that you can saw nails right off with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's oscillating. So if you want to take baseboard, you can cut that baseboard right off
Yeah.
perfectly.
So I got that big skill
Yeah,
saw.
the 7 and
Yeah, and I like it a lot. Donnie's been using it. Should I get a smaller one?
No.
Used to it.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
and then this is that big box that was in the truck.
Okay.
Should we carry?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up a box or two for the tools.
Yeah, because these are waterproof.
I got a box.
Well, I like these for like the batteries, and
But
he said you could leave them right outside.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But on your fishing trips,
Yeah,
if these were full of gear, they'd float probably.
that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
In that's something to think about.
You ain't kidding.
You know, because of all your GoPro stuff
Yeah.
in one of these. I mean, even if it was just right flush with the water, it'd
Yeah.
still be better than diving to bottom to find it.
And if it keeps the water and snow out.
Yep.
Now, I gotta tell you, Wayne, this is nothing to do with what we're talking about, but we had a guy and his wife stop at Joe's ice cream shop yesterday from Wisconsin.
What, had watched the video?
Watched the video and
Big fans.
And he's just starting getting into sugaring,
Oh, really?
and
We
he
couldn't
was-
talk him out
He
of
was
it.
talking about, oh my God, what a nice, beautiful sugar shack that was, and
Yeah.
And so he's getting all excited about doing something. I said, I got the best end of this whole deal. All I have to do is put the sap in buckets and bring them over here, and he has to do all the work in boiling it down.
Yeah. So
He liked that sugar shack.
where are they staying?
They went to Acadia last
yeah.
night. Yeah, he slept in a tent. He sent me a picture. I guess they didn't get the rain we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the day's not over.
No, they'll get it today.
The hot top is dry again.
Yeah.
It's gonna rain.
Yeah.
But I,
Really?
you know, I thought about
You should have
brought him
called.
over, but he had to get
They were
setting up.
running out.
Like, running late.
Yeah.
Well, if he stops on his way back,
Actually, yeah. If he stops on his way back, he
we-
might
we
really
can
like to
make
see
an
that
appointment.
operation.
We can make an appointment.
Yeah, wicked nice guy.
Yeah, real nice guy.
Yeah, and his wife too.
You're gonna come in the house. So
Holy cow!
that's the one I shot with black powder.
Oh, that's a beauty.
That one there weighed 229. The
Wow.
3rd of December,
Wow.
which was second week of black powder.
Huh.
So done rotten.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What would that guy weigh the 1st of November?
Right. Yeah.
If he weighed
right.
229,
270 maybe.
you know, at least.
They say it's 30%.
Yeah.
Boy, heavy beams on him.
Yeah. He scored what was it? Right around 140.
Yeah. Nice.
And then there's a moose up there that I shot in the Allagash.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't know you got one up
What's
there.
that one weigh?
That was I think around 800.
Yeah. That's the perfect size moose right there.
Yeah.
Now this buck here, your uncle did for me, Donnie.
Oh, Blaine?
Blaine, yeah.
Wow.
That one I shot in 1977.
No way.
Huh.
Weighed 211 pounds. I shot that on the hot top down to Walvis Point.
kidding.
Stephen was the caretaker.
Huh. Wow.
And yeah, I mean, look how close they are.
Yeah, wicked close.
You could
put a
set you could set a basket
Yeah.
in there.
Right.
Yeah, you can put a basketball in there and it'd never come out.
Right.
Yeah. So that hung at my mother's from the time I got it back until 2 years ago.
Huh. That's a beauty.
Yeah, it's getting a little crusty. The mount is, but
Yeah.
it's got some age on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did my moose.
Yeah.
I think that was the
Blaine
last
did
thing he
yours,
did.
yeah.
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 It's at
I
Greg's.
think it was 100 and I might have paid $150.
Yeah.
77.
I know.
We paid. I think Greg paid 500 to get my moose done.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, full shoulder mount.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is my redneck chandelier.
I like that.
Yeah.
Was that made in Jefferson?
That was made right here. I made, the yoke, I don't know where the yoke come from. I picked it up at a flea market place and came up with the idea to hang those old mason jars.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Because these mason jars over here are 1858
Really?
on them. Yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother's got some old, quart
Yeah,
mason
yeah,
jars in
yeah,
the
these
barn,
have-
colored
yeah.
like that.
These half gallons I had to find.
Yeah, they are.
Did you ever hear about the time his mother opened up a bottle of an old jar full of deer meat? It was dated what, 1950 something?
I guess, I don't know, I can't remember.
And they ate it.
And they ate it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can remember when I was a kid, she used to can pork and beef and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
well, we froze meat from that big buck,
Yeah.
and you would have been better off chewing on your shoe.
Oh, really?
He was tough. So we thawed it out the next summer and canned it.
Yeah,
The only way you could eat him.
right, yeah.
And then it was just like,
Oh my God.
I like it. I like it canned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mary canned a lot
Yeah.
of moose meat.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get down on the
Yeah, but-
lower legs, and it's
yeah,
Nothing but-
all the crappy meat.
and it just breaks apart when you take it out of the
Ryan cans everything that's not a good steak.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna do from now
Yeah.
on.
You know.
yeah.
Because I like it.
I like the Hamburg.
And that's great for taking north.
Yeah.
Right.
And then throw it in the frying pan.
Don't have to worry about it.
5 minutes.
Make
yeah.
a stew or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Ryan put carrots and potatoes and onions.
That's what I
We
did.
got one more to show you.
Oh, you
That's,
got another
that's what
one.
I did, Wayne, too.
We got another one.
Oh, look at that cribbage board, Donnie.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where'd you get that?
Sportsman show, I think.
That is
That's
awesome.
really cool.
I think there's a name on the back. Nope, lied to you.
That is awesome.
That is.
Wow.
That took some time to make.
Well, the laser,
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
all done with laser. They, like a CNC machine.
Yeah.
That's Donnie right there.
Yep.
Not me.
He doesn't have his bean boots on. You got his bean boots on today? No,
No,
his sneakers on.
not today.
Slippers today. Holy cow,
So
Wayne.
this is the one I shot this year.
That's the one?
Yeah.
That's a beast.
What did that one weigh?
Only weighed 192.
Wow.
Jeez, and he looks way bigger than those
Yeah.
other two.
Yeah, those back ones are 12 inch.
Holy crap.
So when they scored him, he only had 3 5/8 deductions total.
Because
So
of how perfect it is?
Yeah, how symmetrical he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That is awesome. That must have made it
yes,
in the main skull and antler.
yes, it did. And the guy said
Jeez, what a beauty.
it scored. I gotta look it up. He said that was quite a score for an 8-pointer.
Yeah.
Because 8-pointers usually just make into the.
And a good honest 8-pointer too.
Yeah, oh no.
I did a good job on the mount, it looks like.
Yeah, this was Ed from Harvest Time. He scored 150 5/8.
That's big for an 8-pointer in Maine.
Yep.
Huh.
Wow.
So here's a trail cam picture of him in the 3rd of November. 8th of October, excuse me.
Wicked.
But look how symmetrical he is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's your target buck right
You
there.
must have been some nervous when you saw him coming.
Nope.
No.
He come out of the fir trees. He was off about 100 yards. He come out of the fir trees and he stepped behind a fir tree, and I picked the gun up, and when he stepped out, I squeezed the trigger.
Yeah.
And he went down in a heap.
Wow.
Just right there?
Right there.
Yeah.
100 yards with my trusty 30-30.
You must have been pretty excited.
Not until I got over to see him, because I just knew it was a buck with horns.
Yeah.
That's all I knew.
The old 30-30, Donnie, strikes
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
I'm telling
that shot
you.
that one,
Can't
the
beat
211 that I shot in
Can't
77.
beat it.
And my brother Ronnie said, "You got a gun safe full of them brown and expensive things," he says, "and you're carrying the gun you've carried since you were 16.
Who made it? The 30-30?
Marlin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did your father have? Did he have 30?
He had a 300 Winchester pump and a 30-30 Winchester.
Yeah.
It was 300 Savage pump.
Okay.
Yeah. And he had a 30-30
Yeah.
Winchester.
Yeah.
And he had a 30-30 bolt action.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, wow.
That shot some deer.
Really? Huh.
'Cause-
He liked the bolt. Action?
I don't have any idea.
Right. Yeah.
I know there was a wager one morning with Dad and Steve. We were going to go push a piece, and Steven had just got home at about, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and he saw some deer going into this piece of woods. So there was an island of trees in the field, and he told Dad he was going to get down there and stand and shoot a deer. And we weren't 200 yards from him when we started to push.
Huh.
And sure enough,
That's
kapow,
where
that
they
30-30 bolt action went off. And that the wager was the gun, or I don't know, $100 or something. And when Dad was done hunting, he turned the gun over to Caleb, which is Steven's son, and gave it to him.
Yeah.
Because that was the deal.
Right. Right.
On the wager.
Yeah. Huh. Wow.
No.
Yeah, that's a big buck.
Yeah. That
What a
sure
beauty.
is.
Yeah.
150-inch 8-pointers. You don't see them every day.
Yeah.
Did you end up going to the show?
No, I didn't go
No.
to the show.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go because my buddy had a good one too.
Yeah, I wished I had, but for some reason I can't remember why or what was going on. Maybe I was cleaning sap buckets.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough time
We
of year.
did. I went with David Ames one year that he
Yeah.
shot a nice buck up north.
Yeah.
And it had friggin' brow tines, as long as these. They were way up
13
here.
inch.
Huh.
It scored like 162, I think.
Yeah.
I went to, Ronnie had a turkey. He shot a turkey that had 4 beards.
I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
And it had 100, I had 32 inches of beard
Yeah, I saw that.
on him. And,
Wow.
he had the state record for a couple of years with that bird.
I should say.
But no.
Huh.
No. Yeah, that's quite a buck.
That is a
He was making a 7-day circle.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what time in November did you get it?
Day before Thanksgiving,
Oh, what, late?
in the morning, first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
frosty morning. Yeah. He was traveling a long ways because a guy, I know his father found a shed 5 miles in a straight line from here from 2 years earlier, and it's a dead match because this side, I think it's this side here, this antler's got a bulge in it
Yeah.
right there, that,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a dead match.
No kidding.
And then last year I've got a picture of him with a brow tine. This brow tine come out like this.
Ah.
He was bigger last year.
Really?
Yeah. And then guys have got pictures of him down on the Hinks Road, which is 4 miles in a straight line
Wow.
from here. He was, he was a
So
7.
he spread some genetics.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of his offspring.
So what do you think? A year past prime?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So
awesome.
what would you estimate his age?
We figured around 8.5 maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice deer.
Yeah, he is gray.
You don't realize it, how gray he is compared to that one I shot in '77.
Yeah.
He's a blonde.
Yeah.
That was a young deer, I think. That one I shot, the first one I shot.
Ah. Oh, that's a cocker.
Yeah. You don't
Wow.
see many of them.
No, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing it with us,
Yeah,
Wayne.
no, and here's my wife's first deer she shot. She shot that out the back window of the shop last year.
Nice. 2-pointer.
I saw him Sunday morning under the apple tree.
Huh.
So I told her,
He was-
I know where you can sit tomorrow morning.
No, that's a beauty.
Yeah. Yeah, well look how this one here compared to that one in there color-wise.
Yeah.
And then that one's even lighter, but
Right,
this
that's
was
lighter.
a fairly young deer compared to that
He's
one.
got some mass, that one.
Right.
Yeah, he's really got some mass.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good deer shot in Jefferson over the years.
Yes.
Yep. And that week of Thanksgiving, a lot of big deer are falling that week.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going north right after Veterans this year.
Are you?
Because last year we didn't see much, and then the day before Veterans they started rolling into the tagging station.
Yeah.
And
So what are you guys doing now, though? You're building a camp for Ryan?
yeah. Yeah.
I hope he doesn't sell this one.
You better not. I don't know. I don't have a third one in me. But we're going up. They've got bear baits out, and tomorrow's youth day for
Yeah.
bear.
Oh, okay.
So the grandson's going bear hunting tomorrow.
Jason sitting?
Yep. Yep. They got a bunch of bear coming in.
Yeah.
Well, he said they were really rattling the barrels today. 'Cause
Ah.
they're out of bait.
Oh, wow.
Donnie will make some.
Now they got plenty of donuts, but they're hungry, so
Yeah.
that's all right. They'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So he's got pictures of them all midnight,
Huh.
6 in the morning, 8 in the morning,
Really?
all day long.
Wow.
All day long.
Oh, that's good.
they're on the barrels.
Yeah.
So you could go, if you could bait it today, you could probably go tomorrow morning.
Jeez, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So do they have a ground blind or a tree?
Tree stand.
Tree
Yeah.
stand, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard some people hunt from ground blind.
Boy, I don't know. I don't think so.
I'd be friggin' nervous.
My buddy, well, Jeffrey, you know Jeffrey.
Yeah.
His dad, the only guy I know who's done it, he shot a black bear with a predator call and a bow from the ground.
Wow.
You gotta have
You gotta have nougars to do that.
Yeah. He was calling. He tried for a little while. He set up, and it was just getting dark, and he was gonna quit for the day. He had a predator call, like one of them electronic ones.
Yeah.
And he set it up like in an intersection of one of them logging roads, and he kind of hid. He was just coming out to pick it up, and here it comes down the hill. So he hid back in and started really wailing on that call, and she kept coming, and it was pretty close to dark. He thumped her, and as soon as that arrow hit, she did like the bark, you know, that, and he said there were like a dozen coyote within like 20 feet of him, like all around, started screaming. He said it was the eeriest feeling ever.
Because he called the coyotes in as well.
But he never knew the coyotes were there because they're too crafty.
Oh, wow.
So he left the bear because it ran in the woods and it was dark.
Yeah.
He left it and he slept right there in his truck. And then the first thing in the morning, it was like 50 yards or whatever it was dead. And it was already missing a hind limb.
Oh, wow.
The coyotes took the hind limb.
Yeah, well, that's all they took.
Yeah.
Lucky.
You know,
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bear right hanging in the stairway.
Yeah. But he's the only guy I know that's predator called one in for one, and 2 from the ground, and 3 with a bow and arrow.
Unreal. Boy, I would.
What do you think, Donnie? Would you do it?
There's no way in hell I'd do it. No.
No.
I'd be nervous as a cat.
I always had a mutual understanding with the bears when I was trapping. If they left me alone, I left them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we never had any problems.
Yeah.
But then I ate some. Jeffrey brought some out that he prepared. Ice fishing. It was the best meat I've ever eaten.
Oh,
in my
bear
life.
meat.
So
Great.
good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, we got to rethink our contract.
Yeah, no. That one I shot.
If you
ate-
process it
Yeah,
well, I mean, it is good meat.
yeah. Oh, no, I had a
Yeah.
friend give me a great big one.
Yeah.
All kind out in a cooler on ice. And when I opened that cooler, you'd have sworn you was in a slaughter shop in the cooler of beef.
Really?
It smelled just like beef.
Huh.
Huh.
And
The first one I ever ate was not prepared right.
you've got to
And it-
get rid of that,
Fat.
what I call, it looks like Crisco, the winter fat.
Yeah.
That bear I shot weighed 229. It was
That's
the
good
first
size.
part of November. I was deer hunting, and I wanted to skin it so I could drop it off taxidermist on the way home. So we stayed away from the hide, and it had probably close to 8 inches of the winter fat.
No kidding.
It looked just like Crisco to me.
Really?
Wow.
And I dropped it off. The taxidermist called me the next day, and he took 65 pounds of that fat. Because see, that's a big, you can sell that. Because there was a guy in Houston that wanted to buy it.
Like to render it?
Yeah,
or?
to render it.
Yeah.
They use for soaps and
Yeah.
hand creams, I
Yeah,
guess.
Darcy, in fact, last Christmas bought some lip balm, and it was bear fat,
Yeah.
made with bear fat.
Huh.
And there was probably still a couple inches of that on the meat.
Holy cow.
So there, there's probably pushing close to 100, at least 90 pounds of fat that she'd put on.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when they tell you they drag hard,
Yeah.
They drag out.
that is an understatement.
Where was that one? Up Eustis Way?
I
Or?
was up Houston way, up on a mountain, and yes, it was downhill, but it still dragged mighty mean. I say the best way to describe it's a 55-gallon drum half full of water.
Yeah.
And you put a rope around it and start
jeez.
towing it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because it rolls, every bump, it will roll over
Yeah.
and in behind a tree.
Yeah.
So you roll it back out.
Oh, yeah. I remember you dropped that one.
Every bump in the path, that bear will roll.
Huh.
I remember when you got that. Were you deer hunting?
Yeah, we were deer hunting up
Yeah.
on the mountain, and then the half of the walk up the mountain was an old woods road. It was on state land on Bigelow Preserve up there, and they had just finished logging and they dug all the culverts out, and that road was all gravel. So my buddies hiked down first to go by that jet sled.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we could put the bear in it, so there'd be
Yeah.
some hair left on the hide by the time we got it to the truck.
Right. Was
And
that a sow or a...
it was a sow, an older sow.
Jeez, that's a big one.
And but yeah, it was one of those unexpected things. I was walking up that mountain, I guess you'd call it, and I decided that I said, this is farther enough. So I turned around and took a sharp right, went down over, and I heard something behind me, and I turned around, and this bear was running away from me. So I up and fired, which probably shouldn't have done. And then she turned, and I fired again, and I went, wow, I must have walked right by that bear, because it wasn't 50 yards from me.
Holy cow.
And I walked back up, it was kind of a game trail, and I walked back up and I looked over to the right and I said, looks like I shot myself a bear.
Oh, wow.